Okay, we're back at it. Tuesday, potential block or challenge. We have this gorgeous Ace of Cups. How can there be anything blocked or challenged by this gorgeous card? Well, piggybacking off of the messages of the King of Swords and how we got into, some of that disempowered state where there's maybe some old stagnant energies, emotions that are blocking the flow, right? Because water pig bringing us that message of being in the flow. We could be blocked or challenged because we're becoming acutely aware of those things that are really blocking up the pipes, right? This was a message that came through. I think I mentioned it in one of the pick a cards yesterday for the new year, that in the empowerment pack for the new moon, we talked about similar to the energy of Aquarius and the water bearer, the symbol of Aquarius. So, this is going to apply again to these two cards, but especially you can see it here. The water bearer representing the taking of all of the waters of our earth that is filled with psychic debris. This idea of the waters being muddied by all of our dense emotions, unprocessed emotions, the murkiness of all of that and the debris that is within it, and bringing it through the vessel to be cleansed and clarified and purified and then returned to the earth, from a astrological perspective. And then I was talking about like water fountains and seeing how, you see all this water spraying out from, a water fountain or flowing through a water fountain and thinking like there's this endless source of water, but it never overflows and it continues to come through. And yet, the behind the scenes is that there's this filtration system, that water is moving through and recycling and bringing back new. And so the Ace of Cups represents new. Aces are new beginnings. It's the one energy. So there is new coming in. However, if there's any gunk in the pipes, right? If there's anything muddying up the flow, the water won't flow freely. So this is how, and this is going to talk to emotions. So if you have any blockages, unprocessed emotions, emotions that we've been stuffing down, or that we've even been telling ourselves a story that something doesn't really bother us when actually it is something that needs to be clarified and maybe truths being spoken, having those difficult or more direct conversations being highlighted here. Because the Ace of Cups, when challenged, as it has shown up here with the Tuesday energy, does suggest emotional blockages or disconnection or unfulfilled love. So when you struggle to express and receive love or to nurture your relationships in other ways, you can start by being gentle with yourself. Practice self-care so that you have the strength to explore those deeper emotions within you. So, I think this is so beautiful because it always brings in new beginnings. And of course it has at the bottom here, the lotus flower, because no mud, no lotus, bringing us back into the midnight indigo, light in the dark, right? In order for this beautiful flower to emerge, it needs the muck, the mud, the sludge, right? So it actually, once again, was it not for that dark experience or something where we did not know better and we experienced it a certain way that we can end up replaying in our mind a million times, right? And going back over and chastising ourselves again and again and being in this vicious cycle. Actually, it was just what we needed from a soul perspective in order to bloom. So we have this opportunity for that awareness to come in now and really be seated and really be brought to the fore, because we're cutting through those old limiting beliefs, the woulda, coulda, shouldas, the regrets, the playing back over of things, that actually now there's this beautiful offer. And I love the roses and the lotus and all of this rainbow energy that comes in as an offer. So even if, again, that gift isn't as beautiful and wrapped in flowers and rainbows, right? It can come in like that stagnant, murky water, yucky feelings, right? Challenging things. there is actually a gift in it. It is actually being offered to you as an opportunity for great growth and birthing of the new within you and bringing forward a fresh start, a heart opening. This brings in the seed of deep emotional connection in your life, joy and love overflowing in your life. It's an invitation to open yourself up to giving and receiving love, cultivating compassion, nurturing meaningful relationships. What that does not say is feeding the weeds, right? That's something I've been talking about a lot in our spiritual gardens when we are taking a look at what we want to plant for ourselves, what we are looking to cultivate and nurture and bring forward into the new. We are not going to spend all of this energy perseverating in the weeds. So again, this is potentially being highlighted for people because you're going to feel yourself out of alignment. You're going to feel yourself drained, unfulfilled, maybe even bitter, resentful when you are engaging in situations, relationships with things that are not fulfilling, that are not nourishing you. So this has been a big message that's been coming in, and I see continuing into the week ahead. So really, it's beautiful to have this validation and really underscoring of these messages that have been coming forward. So let's go ahead and see about that midweek blessing.